Okay, so we're gonna go into the run and we're gonna take a look what we got. So we have two Cephalias and three in Dades. I'm gonna call him Mini Rodus. Three in Dades. I can't pronounce his name correctly, so please forgive me on that. Dyslexia and all that stuff is a lot of fun for me and one of these names. So we're gonna call him Mini Rodus because that's the way he reminds me of. He's such a good champion. Anyway, so we're gonna start off with Cephalia first. Cephalia is in a stun set. The second Cephalia is in a bolster set. Both have accuracy because that lockout can be quite nice, and all these champions have got damage. And then one of these Mini Roduses, which should be the first one, will be in a accuracy build. Sorry, not with accuracy build. He will be in a stun set with Fierce Presence. One of Cephalias also has Fierce Presence. The other two Deities, one's in a 6-piece Merciless, especially little +3 and 4-star Fully Awaken. And the new one's in a Savage and Cruel build, right? So we try to ignore much defense as possible. I've got max speed max, ignore defense max on the live hall, live arena Great Hall. So that's pretty useful, and I got like a low level of accuracy and critical damage as well. Working on maxing critical damage, then I'm gonna go back to Hydra because it's getting fairly easy. The first time I cleared this, I had no blessings or anything. It was absolute nightmare for RNG, and I pretty much cleared this within the first 20 minutes, so I was very happy with that. So the strategy to this is we want to basically stun both the Cubitus and whoever else we can get. If that doesn't happen, then I simply reset it and go again, especially if it doesn't happen with Cephalia and the first Mini Rodus. If I don't get some stuns on the Cubitus, you're just going to simply die. We have no reviver. You do have some heals, and we can take at least a couple of hits from the counter attack because of that. And then we're planning to one-shot this and try and get the cooldowns of our champions at the same time. So that is the plan. We're going to use the lockout here because it's pretty effective and safe compared to the stuns. And then he's going to bring the increased defense. So we're pretty much one shot straight away there. And it's very, very nice. So now I'm thinking, okay, cool. I want to wait for the first. I want to try and get my cooldowns now, much as possible for the next wave, right? So that's the next key thing. The second wave is not any easier than this. It brings you different problems, especially with stun sets with 2-hack in there. So we get a 1-off, and then we get another a 1-off, and then you can see here extra turns, which is built into this kit, is working very, very well. Because we opened the A1 last time, Cephalia, this is perfect to open up on the second wave. We also have ignore defense, like cruelty or crushing ram. It's better to go with cruelty with low levels. I've got crushing ram and too cheap to change them on the blessings, because obviously you can see I'm not struggling with this, so I don't need to worry about it too much. So again, we will start off with Cephalia trying to do her AoE stun. So Sinacia, not Cephalia, getting mixed up. And then we're going to try and get some damage. So we was on cooldowns there, which is the one in the stun set, unfortunately. So again, we try and kill 2-hack first. So I try and go 2-hacker on, and then the guy with the block damage buffs, which is very, very useful. So we're going to do AoE here, try to get ignore defense and reduce their defense down much as possible. And then ADs is going to come in and do his damage. So there's one. You can see there we do get 2 stuns off, which is pretty nice. And then we're going to try and do it again and try and get some kills in. And again, we got a weak hit on the second Valkyrie there, and I'm not too sure what happened against her, but oh, she took a turn, so she lost a stun. But she has defense down. You do need to be careful of her because she can do some damage. And you can see here I'm kind of deciding to do what abilities to do. We got a strong hit there, which is pretty nice, and we get extra turn as well. We get another extra turn overall, so you can see that the RNG is on our side. And you can see that our HP is going down, so this is when we're going to use Cephalia's heal to balance out the HP across all my champions to try and make sure that we don't lose anyone, because the next wave is not so difficult if you got some common sense and experience arena. We've got everyone on full cooldown right now, so it's pretty nice. But the first trick is do not do the accuracy up. Do not do the attack up right on the mini roasters, because you're going to get frozen. It's going to look like Merry Christmas. You don't want Merry Christmas. You want to make your life easy. So you want to kill them first and hopefully get a couple of kills as well. So we're going to open up with the A1 again on the AoE, I believe. I think that's the way I go, if I'm not mistaken. So I get 2 stuns off there, one on Brogni Underpriest. I do like to kill Underpriest first, and then Tormund's after. We one-shot Herndig, which is pretty nice to see. And yeah, we're going to go ahead lock out Tormund, so Tormund can't play his Provoke, which is quite annoying. And then we kill him, because if we kill him, he's on self. He'll freeze himself, which again is some sort of CC that you can use to your advantage. We killed Brogni Underpriest because we're not going to use the A3, so I'm not too worried about being frozen. You can be frozen by hits, which is a very, very small chance. And you can see here that I'm worrying about Torments now to kind of do my stuff. And overall, it's pretty useful. We do the AoE, because you can do the AoE, that's perfectly fine. And we don't get a freeze at all, so it's pretty nice. And then we got to go ahead, and then everyone, we just press auto there, because it's basically done. We don't even lose anyone. So it's basically GG, finish up. We did it within 51 turns. We're 2 turns away from global leaderboard, which is, I suppose, a bonus, a little flex, which doesn't really matter too much. But we do it within 51 turns, which is very, very nice overall. So, but the gear is pretty much god tier, and yeah, and it should be at this level in all fairness. So you can see here, Ottowaver's done it with 30. Someone down here done it with 49. I could do it faster as well if I wanted to, but again, I finished it now, so I couldn't really care less about global leaderboards. Let me go ahead and show you all the gear then, right? I've basically used my best gear. I don't mess around when it comes to Curse City. I do wait for the free gear removal, which is pretty useful. These are the stats on my first one. We have 348 critical damage, which is very nice. 207 accuracy with increased accuracy is pretty nice. Extra 20% ignored defense, which is fantastic. And then we have 7,000 attack. Again, 49,000 HP, very good actually. 2,711 defense just happens to be there. Obviously, Guardian Factions, Empowerment, Blessing, all bringing some extra juice to me. So we do have 6-piece Merciless, so we're ignoring 35 target defense. Then we have another cracking of 20 coming in from the Great Hall, which is going to be giving me then 55 ignore defense. And ignore defense is the trick to beat this content and to bring the RNG on your side. We have 4-star Crushing Ram, which adds a little bit of ignore defense as well. But and honestly, I will be honest, Cruelty is the better blessing to take. So please take Cruelty for that. So how we do it, we're just going full damage. I'm not really looking for accuracy too much, because he's got 200 accuracy with increased accuracy. Obviously, he's going to kind of do his thing overall. So that's the first dailies. I can't pronounce the name. I will practice it. This is the second one, which is the 5-star Fully Awaken. Now, I give him the stun set instead of the other one, which is a 2-star, because I already had Physical Presence tier 6, and I wasn't going to change the build. So I recently just pulled this 5-star across the board. You do want him to be the fastest. I think I kind of accidentally screwed up on the builds, but you want him to be the fastest for sure. Still 315 critical damage, which is very nice to see. 250 free accuracy, 20 extra ignore defense, just under 6,000 attack, and 247 speed. Again, Phantom Touch, again, Cruelty is probably the best way to go. Might have a free choice on this one, potentially. Yeah, we have a free choice, so I'm actually going to take Cruelty on this, because that's the way to go for that. These are the masteries, so we're going for a little bit of damage down here, and then Physical Presence for that stun set to make it much more consistent. AD's number 3 then. So at the time when I upgraded these champions, I didn't have much selection like I do now. And I did try like the retro drafts, etc., and it was just absolute annoying. And to be honest, since then I've pulled a few more copies and I've started empowering them. I'm going to take all 3 of these to +4, right, to give myself much easier life as possible. And player will need to give me a couple of more. Again, cruelty. Then you can see here we're actually quite oiled up on this one. And again, 241 speed. We do want to be fast, just under 300 critical damage, 155 accuracy, which is meh because you know the rest of everything else. We've got 200. Sorry, ignore defense extra 20 and 6,670. 70 whatever increase attack. So yeah, overall really nice stats on its champion. Absolutely a beast overall. Let's go ahead and check the Cephalias. So we've got one Cephalian stun set. Again, wanting to be the fastest, so she is the fastest. She's coming at 265, 245 critical damage. Again, more damage. The more damage, the better for sure, because the AoE A1 is pretty nice. Ignore defense here, and then we have a little bit of accuracy for the lockout. She does have a single lockout ability, which is quite nice. 100% critical rate, and then the attack is just the bonus there as well. These are the stats. Again, cruelty is the way to go, not cushion rem. So please don't take cushion rem unless it's 6-star. And then cushion rem is the way to go for that as well. Then we've got a other Cephalia coming in with these masteries, which is with Hammer Smasher. We have Retribution, which is pretty nice. These are like typical damage masteries. Cruelty, which is the way to go. Now, there's only so much cruelty you can take, and then you're pretty much capped out for cruelty. So after that, you could then potentially start looking at like Crusher Ram or Phantom Touch as the other options for these nukers. So this is in bolster set. To be honest, just gone bolster set just in case Cubitus gets a hit off. I don't want to lose anyone, so that's what makes more sense to me to do. And you can also try Stone Skin on the champions if you want, especially the mini roses, if that makes sense for you. Ignore defense, which is extra 20 here. We have accuracy of 300, 284 critical damage, just critical rate, just under 260 speed. And you see here again, we are nailed to the tooth in damage, and that is the trick to Curse City Soul Cross. Damage, damage, and guess what? More damage. So that's it for S14. I'll be back over the weekend with more Curse City. I would really appreciate it if you guys can like this video, share this with your friends that are struggling in Curse City. Try and help many people as possible get Carnage. Carnage is not as bad as people think. Go and watch a couple of my Carnage videos in Hydra and in Live Arena. You'll be really surprised if used correctly. And he has a really nice synergy with Horsey. So potentially Horsey will bring a new discovery with Carnage when more people have him. So yeah, don't let what people say knock you back. Take my word for that. Anyway, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I've been Grimreaper. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.